Alright, welcome to some more Satisfactory streaming. Hopefully I've got the settings figured out a little better and the delay's a little lower. We'll see how it ends up looking, but the goal is to have an enjoyable viewer experience both during the stream and afterwards on a video. So, in our last episode, we got all of this set up so that we can ferry kind of all of our main objects to some storage containers here, and that will provide us with a bit of a shopping mall, so we can grab whatever we need. And I'm going to add some of these wires to the reinforced plates container. That way it won't completely fill up. Although I guess it doesn't really matter since I'm not using those plates for anything else. I do want to get concrete is the first thing I want to do. At the end of the last episode I realized my concrete is not up to snuff. Or I mean it's up to snuff, but it's not in the right spot. So we want to move our concrete production. So we'll deconstruct all this. And we can get rid of... Oh, is my inventory full? It's okay, I can destroy a few stacks here. I won't cry over that. I also have a lot of plates. Okay, so we will deconstruct all of this stuff. I somehow got a floating box. Don't know how I managed that, but let's see if we can jump on top of this, run up here, and grab it. There we go. Alright. So what I think we want to do is just merge our limestone right here. Because we've got two miners. One of them is, I think, a normal node, and one of them is impure, so that's a total of 90. And then I will bring that limestone on a Mark II conveyor belt to the base. And we'll go up there. Here's our little dealy bopper, and we'll connect this up here. Go right there. And then what I'll want to do is put two constructors, and later on we might make more than two constructors worth, but this should be plenty. I think, is that facing backwards? Yes, that is facing backwards. I don't know why sometimes I don't even think about which way it's facing. And then we'll want Mark I conveyor belts and a splitter. So I'm curious, how far away do I need to be if I want to go on the second level? Will that work? No. So what about 2 squares? Or that was already 2 squares. What about 3? That does work. Does it work for going sideways? It does not. Okay. So maybe 4 squares. Definitely works for that one. And it does work for that one. So we'll stay on the second level there. That way we can... Whenever I can, I like to be on at least the second level. That way I can walk underneath easily without having to worry. And Mark 1, Mark 1. And we will need a power pole. Put it right here. Connect up to that power pole over there. And then these outputs will go to the 3rd level of this stacker. Which will need to come to here. And then we've got... Okay, I need to switch away from the... Again, I wish you could put away your item rather than always holding it. Because I'd like this to always be equipped, but it's just too bulky. It takes up too much of the screen. So we want a splitter, no, merger, to output right here. And maybe I should go up one level, but those are too close. So that's too close, so 3 spaces. I think that'll do it. Because before I was trying to get... from this to this building, but I just need to do that one, which does fit. So merge. Merge. That gets it off the floor a lot quicker. Leaves more space for me to walk, and then this will attach up to this belt, which for some reason is going the wrong direction. Connects to the 3rd level of that. 3rd level of that connects to the... Oh, it's the 4th level. Because the copper plate was coming from the side. So that's fine. Okay. And then I think it's just recipe selecting for concrete is all I need. I thought I did power them. Oh, right. This is not connected to actual power. There we go. Okay, so that'll do it for concrete. So now I have plates, screws, reinforced plates, rods, wire, cable, copper sheet, and concrete. That should do it. And concrete I will just let fill up, because there's no reason not to. Copper plates... or iron plates. I'll just put all these in here. And we'll just take up a few stacks. We'll let the rest fill up over time. And there we go. Okay, so now we need an equipment workbench and MAM. I also need an awesome sink at some point so I can start getting a few of the different like railings and stuff that I like to build that requires the... I don't have any iron plates. Guess we're not getting very many iron plates. I'm hoping once everything backs up that we'll get more. Because this guy just doesn't get a whole lot of ingots is I think the problem. You know what I'm gonna do is merge this with this output and turn this one into plates. It already is plates. Okay, perfect. So we'll get a few more. That just essentially will put a higher priority on plates so that when it's making a bunch of things, more of the ingots will go towards plates. And I'll have 3 stacks of plates. 2 stacks of rods. Oh, Caterium. That's what I haven't brought over here. Well, I guess I haven't automated that fully anyway. But the whole quick wire thing. I'm gonna go grab another stack of quick wire. And I probably will need to go cut some trees very soon. But I'll grab that, and I'll start up this whole process again, real quick. Deuterium ore. And then we pop that all in here, and we should be good to go. Oh, look, a drop pod. I actually don't know if I've opened this one yet. Let's go check it out. Grab some bacon mushrooms while we're at it. More berries. We'll poke you to death. Got him. There's two of them. There's always a bunch. Alright. That was easy. Oh, look at that. We just need 5 modular frames. Okay. Well, it's nice. Free hard drive. Bunch of screws sitting around. And I think that's about it. I am going to chainsaw a little bit while I'm here since there's a lot of trees. This guy's gonna bother me though. That's the wrong thing. I really should get the rebar gun. I like ranged weapons quite a bit more than poking. Okay, we'll cut down this tree. Oh, there's coal over here. That's very nice. As soon as I get power unlocked, I wonder what purity it is. It is a pure node. That's very nice. Okay. So that will get me 120 coal per second, which will be enough to power my base for quite a while. And you do need coal to make steel as well. So that will be... We'll see if we have enough. We can always overclock. Once we have tier 3 belts, you can overclock a miner even on a pure node and get more than enough. This overclocking has a maximum of 2.5 times the normal speed, so if the normal speed is 120 per minute, which is a pure node, you can get up to 250 per minute out of one pure node. This is a lot of greenery. Alright. How do I get back to base, though? Looks like we can jump up here. Get back this way. Ooh, it's one of the big boys. Is he protecting something, I wonder? Maybe this is a yellow... Ouch! Wow. Well, guess I'm not grabbing that power slug anytime soon. I need to eat some things. Get rid of these. They keep getting in my way. Okay, and then we need to feed our biomass burners, which always tedious. I would like to have enough biomass that I could just fill all of them up, because then they'll last for like half an hour or an hour even, something like that. Can't remember. Okay, well, at least things are running, and then we'll fill this up with leaves and wood. It's not as much wood as I was hoping for. But that'll get a decent amount of biomass. Biofuel, whatever it's called. Solid biofuel. Okay, and the Caterium we have running. We'll grab the rest of that. Okay. So back to what we were doing, which is we need a crafting bench nearby. We'll put that right here. Or no, we don't need a crafting bench. Actually, maybe I do like having a crafting bench out there. I don't know. But the equipment workshop is one of the main ones we need, which we'll put out the back. And then the MAM, which is special. We'll put that right next to it. Okay, so the MAM, we would like the rebar gun, but I can't handcraft 25 rotors at the moment. Caterium, we're done on. Flower petals, I don't care about. Can't do that. Let me grab the yellow power slug. We can do that research. Okay, I've decided I want to be able to reach the MAM. No, I don't care. We don't have explosives yet either. Okay. So I guess if we just grab 5 of the carapaces, so we can get a lot more inventory and a lot more, what's it called? Not a lot more, but a single more hand slot. So that'll be nice. And this is actually, I don't know. I don't know if I like that. Maybe I'll put one on the back here. Because sometimes I'm only going back to the hub for a crafting bench. So maybe it would be nice to have a crafting bench that's more easily accessible. But we need right now 1,000 wire to throw in for the research. And an extra hand slot will be very nice. Then we'll put away all our flower petals, whatnot. We don't need limestone. Okay, so we want this to be equipped in our hands. We'll grab a few more things. Some more reinforced plates. And we'll just have a stack of screws on hand. Stack of wire. Stack of cables. Limestone. Copper sheets, I don't know if they're used in building anything, but... Okay, so it's been a while since we've worked on research, but let's move towards that. So let's just start with the awesome shop, because we have everything we need.
Milestone reached. You have been given early access to the Anti-Waste Effort for Stress Testing of Materials on Exoplanets bonus program. Funneling parts into the awesome resource sink, depending on their amount and complexity, will grant you coupons in the awesome store, which can be exchanged for bonus rewards. Examples of bonus content are parts, walls, factory attachments, and cosmetics. Fixit is working hard to develop additional options, which will be added to the awesome store in the future. Go that extra kilometer. Go awesome.
Okay, so this bad boy takes any item. So, like, let's just throw our 500 screws in here. And it will just eat everything. And it'll give you points for each item that it eats. So screws are clearly not worth very much, but then you get these coupons, which you can spend in what's called the Awesome Shop, which I'll have to build right next to it. Of course, we need 200 screws for that. The one item I got rid of. And someday I'll remember where all these items are. In the Awesome Shop, you can spend tickets. So, like, we can get a lights control panel, ladders, walkways, stairs, railings. Railings are one of the ones I definitely want. There are different kinds of walls. There are wall attachments for conveyors and pipelines and hypertubes, power outlets to put on walls. Different kinds of foundations you can unlock. The pillars I was talking about that kind of make it look more realistic. You can get the little factory cart to drive around in. Expensive statues for no purpose other than looking cool. Coffee cup is a nice thing to hold. This one's weird because you can craft these already, so that would just be, I guess, if you didn't want to craft the beacons. Or just get a stack of biofuel, why not? But really, these are not things I would ever use tickets for, because tickets become more and more expensive as you go. And you can just craft those things by hand anyway. So, yeah, so there you go. And you can see we're halfway to a ticket already with our screws. Screws are probably the worst thing I could put. They're probably like 1 point each or 2 points each or something. Okay, so we are going to want to do Space Elevator Phase 1. So that's the next big thing. I think I'm going to put the Space Elevator out on the grass. Because I don't know. There's something cool about it being on land, but I'll build around it, probably. So we do need 1,500 wire. That is a lot of wire. And then we need 400 rods, 200 plates, or was it 400 plates? 250 plates, and 500 concrete. So yeah, I want to build this kind of out here a bit. It's so cool to watch. All the things flying. Alright, there it is, the space elevator. And this part's cool, so we'll watch it. Kind of hooks in, and then oh, there's the drop pod. And this thing comes down, and that's how we can send resources up. So the only thing we need for the first tier is 50 smart plating, which is 50 reinforced plates and 50 rotors. So that's actually quite easy to get, and I'm going to chainsaw this real quick because it's bothering me. But we might actually... I might handcraft those 50 rotors. I'm tempted to, because that's such a small number. And then I definitely want ramps here. tree down. Build a few more ramps. Okay. And now 50 rotors. Can I craft that quickly? Yeah, that's not too bad. I just need a bunch of rods and screws. And then I will need to build one assembler building, which also needs rotors, to actually... I wonder if... I don't have enough screws, actually. I'm gonna tap into those iron deals, because I want all this stuff being produced faster. So we need to make 2 of the miners. And then do I have enough plates right now? Yeah, I'll grab a few more. See, what even goes in there? Is that screws? I think I took all of them, didn't I? So we'll build this here, and we'll connect down some power lines to various places. Oh, I forgot the MAM finished its research, so I should go grab that. But we'll build these first. Okay. And we'll jump on our little zip line. We've got the wrong item equipped. Build our 2 miners. We will merge those. And then really, I can just run that underneath to here. I should probably go above so they don't, the belts don't get in my way at least. But I can just go to here and then do a conveyor lift, I think. We'll have that come out there. So then that, where did that go? It's right here. So our extra iron, we want this to come over and merge in here. I'll connect to this, so it won't get in the way of the other belts. And that should do it. To make sure these 3 smelters are running full time, and I think I will change it to 4 now that we have enough. sure that's Mark II conveyor belt. Connect it up to power. Speaking of power, we need another splitter here. I never connected the miners to power, so that is a problem at the moment. Yeah, we'll be a bit more organized with the splitters since we're need more than 3. Okay, that should do it. Bit cleaner. Iron ingot. We did connect that to power, so now we just need to power up the miners. And we can hook up those power lines. See if that starts them up. It doesn't look like it. Isn't this powered up? Oh, right. I forgot my whole factory shut down. That's kind of important. So we need to grab all the biofuel, which isn't as much as I was hoping it would be. Split, split, split. Try that. 100. 100. 100. 147. Well, still not enough, huh? Max consumption versus max production is not enough. Okay. We'll throw in another biomass burner. Take out half the biofuel. Try that. Connect to power. Okay, just barely. Just barely running. We definitely are going to need to go on a long excursion for wood and leaves at some point, but yeah, so these burn biofuel 4 per minute. So that's quite a bit if we're running, 8 or 9 at full time. So, alrighty, what do we need to do next? We've got the iron. Is our extra iron coming in yet? Looks like it is down there. So that should supply all 4 of these with exactly 120 per minute, which is the correct amount. And then we merge all of that into here. So that should help quite a bit with kind of the crafting of all these various rods and plates and wires and screws. I might make a second building making screws as well. Where are the screws coming from? This one? Yeah, I might want another one of those actually, rather than another one of plates. So we'll put a merger right in front, see if these can somehow fit together. Maybe this will work. Yeah, there we go. We'll upgrade this to Mark II. I never changed this to screws though. And then we'll get a lot more screws per minute. And it looks like we are getting our 120 ingots. Let's double check all these smelters are running at full 100%, 100%, 53%. It's not good. 53%. Oh, it's probably just because of how how I've got these set up right now. These two will fill up with iron ore first, because they'll be getting more than they need. Let's make sure we're actually getting the 120. It does look like it. This is totally full. So like this guy has to fill up first, and then we'll start producing. That is the problem with, I guess they call this manifold splitting, rather than splitting so that it's all even. You just kind of split. The guys at the front get more than they need, so they actually have to back up before everything starts working properly. But that's just a few minutes of production that it'll take. Okay, so let's check on our, what's it called, the MAM, because it's got something for us. I don't remember what. The expanded tool belt. That's right.
Tool belt has been expanded.
And now I want more inventory slots. So 5 organisms. Let's see. How do I... Yeah, okay, split. And then we need like 2,000 wire. Which is a heck of a lot of wire. I actually don't have enough wire. So I'm just now realizing that what I should do is merge both wires and then split before I don't know if that will actually work. It will. Okay. So that's what I'm going to do. So that way, once we max out on cables, we will still get the full amount of wires I'm producing. And wires go to which one? I think this one. Let's try 2 steps. There we go. And upgrade. I don't actually think we go past 60 per minute, so it wasn't necessary. But yeah, because our cables are totally backed up, so at this point, I actually want both of these wire constructors to be outputting to our wire storage. Because they only make 22 per minute. And right now they're not getting enough iron ingots is the main problem. Because the rod makers are running, and the plate makers are running, and the screw makers are running, so yeah, I mean we're using all the ingots. These guys are not quite running at 100% yet. I think it'll only be after this one fills up that the other two will run at full. At least the rods are backed up, so that'll help soon. But alright, back to the MAM to get our extra inventory slots. Never hurts. And I want to work towards Oh yeah, so we need to make an assembler. What am I short on right now? Short on rods. Definitely short on wires. Okay, so I need to handcraft some rotors. Only show affordable recipes. We'll turn that on for a little while. Okay, so now I need an assembler. Of course, it needs 8 reinforced plates, which I don't have. And I will just hand feed this assembler because all it needs is to make 50 smart plating, which is 50 rotors and 50 reinforced plates. We already have the 50 reinforced plates. And now we just need 50 rotors. And I can handcraft 58. So we're just gonna sit here for a boring minute, handcraft 50 of these, and call it a day. Well, it'll still take a few minutes to actually craft all of those, but that's fine. I'll need to set up an assembly line for rotors, most definitely. I just don't want to quite do it yet. Thankfully, I have the alternate recipe for screws, but there's another alternate recipe that uses, for screws that uses steel. That's actually pretty effective, so I might want to wait for that. I'm not sure. But I'll probably need to automate rotors for something in tier 3 or 4 that I'm forgetting about. Alright, 50 rotors coming right up. That didn't take too long. Now I can just load those in, power this guy up. I don't know why when you build power lines, it defaults to, like if I build a power line, it defaults to a tier 1 building. But I want it to be Power Pole Mark II that it builds. So that's a bit strange. But yeah, so this will take 25 minutes at the current rate, so I'm gonna grab some power shards here. Because I'm okay with taking some extra power. Although it might break my power grid. Is it going to break my power grid? It actually will be close, because our production and consumption are very close together right now. Oh, consumption and production are the same because it's biofuel, but our capacity and consumption are very close. So I'm only going to put 1 power shard in right now. And that'll at least go to 3 per minute. And then why not throw some random stuff in here? Let's throw in some copper sheet. Get some more coupons. Oh, well, there goes the power grid. That didn't take long. So let's grab the biofuel that we have, distribute it. That's a bit more than I had last time, at least. We'll distribute sets of 50 for now to anything that has less than 50. You, and And we'll add a few more back here. Ooh, almost fell off there. Put the power poles on this side. And then add biofuel to the 2 new ones. The nice thing is the more burners you have, the less often you actually need to add biofuel, just because you know, they make the other ones go slower. But I probably will need to do another woodcutting trip. Let's see how much we have left here. There's like 1 stack of leaves and basically no wood. So yeah, I need to do some more chainsaw cutting here in a minute. Let's see, I would like a path around the edge here. Look at that, we've already got 4 coupons. So I would like railings. That's only 1 coupon. So print the coupons, and we can buy railings. Add to cart. And foundations will add to cart. And I don't think I need anything else for now. Buy all. Alright, well, we've got 9 of the smart plating finished so far. The MAM has finished with our extra 6 inventory spaces, so that's nice. And what else can I do? Can't do high-speed connectors until we have plastic. Haven't found any purple slugs yet, and we need modular frames anyway for that. Quartz we haven't automated yet. Sulfur we haven't automated yet. How close is sulfur? I think that one's not too far. It's in that area somewhere. Ah. Okay, it's a kilometer that way. Or that way. So not close, but not ridiculously far either. I think I'm gonna wait on automating rotors because I don't know how many per minute I'm gonna want until I'm probably setting up the next stage of production. So for now, let's just make sure this is all running correctly. We finally got to 100%. Sweet. So all of my little goodies are being produced. We're getting our full 40 wire per minute, which is not a ton. 44 wire per minute. I wonder if I should do more. I just can't, I don't know, because sometimes you need like 2,000, which then is using a ton of that 44 per minute. So maybe I should have another constructor, or I should overclock one of them or something. But I'm not going to worry about it at this very moment. Okay, wait. A few of these things belong in the other chest. Hard drives and organic materials belong in this chest. So So we have 2 more hard drives. That's what we'll research next. And I should probably craft some beacons to take with me on expeditions so I can mark down places where pure nodes are and things that I want to deal with later, like if I find a quartz vein, something like that. So we'll make 30 of those, and an object scanner is important to have as well. As an object scanner allows you to scan for different types of things. Power slugs, berries are the only things I can scan for right now. But once you research object scanner improvements, I think that lets you scan for a few more different things. Okay. What else can I do at the moment? Pretty much just waiting around for this. Since I just added more power, I think I can maybe handle 250%. We'll see. That might be overdoing it. Because right now our production... No, okay, we're good. So I'll go chainsaw some stuff. This seems like a good opportunity for that, actually. And we can grab some power slugs while we're at it. We've got plenty of inventory space, so we'll go find some more wood. These big trees are really what I want. I think we'll go up there. There's so many trees. I'd like to return with like 5 or 6 stacks of wood if I can. Ow! Where did you come from? Did you follow me all the way up the ramp? Okay, fine. I'll deal with you. If I can see you, that is. Oh, now you run away. Cool. Alright, 69 wood from that one tree. That's what I like to see. Let's cut down some more big boys. 67 wood. That's helpful. 65 wood will run my whole base for like a couple minutes. Grab the berries while I'm here. Cut down this big boy. 115 wood. That's nice. What are we at? 200, 400, 450. This dude's shooting at me. They have trouble shooting straight up, so if you just keep jumping over their heads, they can't really hurt you. Alright. Cut, cut, cut. More berries. $581. $683. Might as well keep going for a little bit. We still got plenty of inventory slots. And I am getting lots of wood out here. Holy moly, almost at 1,000. Alright, I'll call 1,000, good enough. Back to base we go. There's some more quartz. Not a quartz vein though. Ooh, and a drop pod. I just saw a drop pod over there. So let's go see if we have what it takes to open that up. I will build a few ramps to get up there. Or no, I don't need to build ramps. That's right, I can just do the zapper. Little power pole thing. Definitely the easiest way to go up somewhere at this stage in the game. And the drop pod needs 1 Caterium. Perfect. That was easy. We'll take some wire, industrial beams while we're here. Circuit boards. Some more circuit boards. Those circuit boards will actually help out a lot, just because we won't have to handcraft a bunch when we first start out. So that can be really helpful. Alright, now let's head back home. So I think the entire next stage of my factory I'm going to put on the 2nd floor, since we haven't really used the 2nd floor yet. Guess I might as well grab this thing. They still don't have any purpose as far as I know. Oh man, it didn't grab. I don't know what just happened. The game kind of lagged for a second. I couldn't grab it. See, I don't know what that is. That's still kind of glitchy. Definitely help to be higher, but when you're near a power pole, it kind of glitches out a little bit when you're trying to grab on. Okay, so we just grabbed all sorts of biofuels, so we will fill up our leaves and wood. Okay, leaves. Wow, we got over 2,500. Wood, we got over 1,000. Those are good things. So let's plop 100 more into everything. Actually, I'm just going to put 200 in each one for now. And we'll come back in a minute and do that again. Rather than putting a little bit in each one, that'll help me not have to refill as often. But yeah, this is only 60 per minute, so I'm worried the power grid might crash before then. Yeah, because that one only has 12. Okay, so now they all have 100, except for that one. So now they all have at least 100. So that'll last me, according to this, 25 minutes. And by then we should have a lot more biofuel to build things up. And let's check if our space elevator stuff is done. It is. Okay, I can take back my power shards, and we will launch Project assembly platform. There it goes. See ya. Alright. And the MAM finished a hard drive. Okay, this one's interesting. Iron alloy ingot is pretty great. Great way to use your copper, especially when you're making iron wire anyway. You don't have a ton of need for copper early on, and you get a 5 iron. But bolted frame, I think, is what I'll do. If I'm remembering correctly, it uses a tiny bit more resources, but it makes modular frames way faster. So it cuts the number of assemblers you need way down. And yeah, we'll just do another hard drive. Or actually, I'm going to wait on looking at this. Okay, so we don't need jump pads right now, though I could get them. Tier 3, we've got coal power, which requires rotors, vehicular transport, which could allow me to build some tractors, which are kind of fun. Basic steel production, which combines, I think, coal and iron ore into steel ingots. And versatile framework, which is a project part that you need for the next space elevator phase. Tier 4, we finally get minor Mark IIs, heavy modular frames, automated wiring. But the problem is we need, for all these milestones, we need steel. So steel kind of becomes a prerequisite. I guess this one has all stuff I can do now. So maybe I'll work towards improved melee combat, because that thing will destroy. So that's a much better weapon. And then hyper tubes are fun, but we definitely don't need them right now. Power storage, industrial storage container, 2 inputs and outputs for conveyor belts. Conveyor belt Mark III, which is 270 resources per minute, and then pipeline supports. Okay, so we'll probably start with coal power. I think that's a good call. That way we can automate power. And I will need rotors for all 3 of these. So I should automate rotors now. I think it's time. You know what? I've decided I want jump pads. I think getting up there with a jump pad would be a really fun way to do it. I just need 50 more rotors. Again. So let's see how many screws we've accumulated. Okay, we've accumulated plenty. So I'm actually going to make an assembler right here. Just to make some rotors for me. So I'll make 10 per minute while I go do a few other things. And for now, I will just throw a power pole right here so I can get up there. Okay, so rotors. How many do I want per minute? Each assembler is 4 per minute. So maybe 2 assemblers making rotors? 2 or 3? What's funny is I need to make some rotors to even make the assemblers. I think we'll start with 2. 2 assemblers making rotors. And we'll work our way backwards from there to see what we need. These are just so high up, I wish I could go shorter. Now that I say that, I wonder if the wall-connected power plugs, which are somewhere in here, wall power outlets. Yeah, let's do that. So we need a few more awesome coupons. What can I give you? I'll give you these encased industrial beams. That'll give me a lot of points. Yeah, that was easy. Because those are worth a lot of points each. Okay, so we'll take these power outlets. Can I put those on the floor is the main question that I have. Dang it, I can't. So I can put one like there, but then if I zoom onto that, I don't know if that gets me. It does kind of get me high enough. Trying to think of a good way to do this. I mean, obviously I can just build a wall randomly and then have a power outlet right there and attach those, and that makes it a little easier to get on the power line. But that's not a great solution. I can just kind of hack it and leave it like that. Here we'll, no, that doesn't quite work. I don't know. We'll just leave it for now, but... So, we know we want 2 assemblers. I'll put them on the end here. Two assemblers building rotors. So I need 40 iron rods per minute, which is, I believe, 3 constructors worth. And then we need how many screws? 200 per minute? That is a lot. That's 5 constructors worth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Making these cast screws. Because regular screws we get... Actually, we even get less per minute. So cast screw is just the superior recipe by far. And so all of these together require how many iron ingots? Well, let's see. Screws are 4 to 1. So if we need 20 rods, that is 20 ingots, and 25 or 100 screws is 25 ingots. So 45 ingots. So we need 90 ingots per minute exactly. That's convenient because that's just 3 smelters. Put them here on the edge. Let's see. Need enough room for a merger. I mean a splitter. And we'll have the ore come in from the back. Split and split. So that needs to be 30, this needs to be 60. So we can use all Mark 1 belts. And we'll just need, oh shoot, fell. Yeah, this thing doesn't always grab on easily if you're flying past it at a high rate of speed. Yeah, you gotta kind of grab it before you get to the cable. Oh, even that didn't work. Interesting. So it doesn't lock on super easily. Anyway. Okay, so those 3 need to merge into one, and then the splitters will go close to the constructors. We'll just use the manifold version. Now the problem is, I don't know exactly where all this iron's going to come from. We might have to go looking for some. Because right now I'm set up for reinforced plates from a batch of, I think, 120 iron. And then we've got another 120 iron set up for all of my goodies. Okay, and then move on to single merger. Set up right here. That's kind of inconvenient, actually. Maybe I'll have this splitter come in from that side. I'll just move the merger. Oh, come on, that's so close to working. This has to work at some point. Yeah, there we go. That's really funny that I had to do it that way, but... Okay, and then these are all iron ingots. And we've got 3 rods. The plates. If I did overclocking, I could just use 2 and they could go directly in. But I don't love that method. So we will just merge into 1 here. And then we'll have a splitter. Stack that one up. That's what I just did. 2 spaces. Of course, I put the splitter in the wrong direction. Go to the farther one, that's easier. Oh, I didn't actually build that in front of the assembler properly. It needs to be lined up, otherwise it won't work. See, that's the problem. Sometimes when you copy it, it doesn't copy the rotation properly. So I don't know what that's about. I also might be too close here. Yeah. Okay, so 1 more square that way. There we go. And then that will get me the iron rods that I need. And then those screws will be interesting because we need 100 per minute on each, which is exactly 2 of these. So I don't need 5 constructors. I only need 4 constructors. Yeah. I don't know why I have 5. So we'll have 2 separate mergers. One will be here. And then one will be in front of this guy. We can can do regular belts in. But then out is going to have to be fast belt. Okay, so I think what I want to do is elevate these belts. Again, just so I can walk underneath everything much more easily. So we'll elevate this one. And attached there. This one is elevated. But we need to go up and over. Okay, so those will each be able to carry exactly 100 screws per minute. And we've got all those things hooked up, we've got all that hooked up. We just need a lot of power to be hooked up. So just power poles. Oops. Don't want that. Hook that up, and that one. That's everything. I'll build another power pole here. Hook up to all the smelters. This will destroy my power once I hook up some iron to it. But I think that should do it, because we actually will have 8 rotors per minute. And then we've already filled up all of those, so I will have my second set of storage containers. Back here. And we'll have rotors go into this bottom right one. I do want to keep doing the thing where we make the stackable conveyor pulls. How far behind? I feel like I'm using too much space there. It doesn't need to be a full 2. I wonder if I put them right here, if this will work. Bottom left, bottom right, top left, top right. That actually does work. So that'll work for me. And then in this case we have kind of a weirdness because I'm gonna continue the second floor over. Throw some foundations there. And then, let's see, do we have enough rotors to get our jump pads yet? Probably not. I'm using my glitch line. So then we will want to run, eventually we'll be running a lot of conveyors this direction, so I'll just do stackables. Merger right in front. Definitely don't need Mark II belts. conveyor pole. Then this is where things get interesting because I'm going to want to use elevators, conveyor elevators, or conveyor lifts. So this foundation will be the farthest away conveyor lift. And I don't know exactly how far I need to go. Guess we'll go to there. One square up. And that's the conveyor lift that we will have here. Too far. Oh, to be straight, it's also here on this square. There we go. Okay, so then that'll go down and around and in that bottom left shelf there. Okay, let's grab... Oh, it needed more rods as well. Dang it. So now our issue is mostly just the iron, which is now totally backed up. So I will have a smart splitter, which of course I don't have the resources for right now. But we'll just have this... Oh no, this is copper. What am I talking about? This is the iron, and this is still being used. Might just have to go fetch some more iron, but not sure yet. Let's deal with some biofuel first. Alright, we finally did it. Full 50 minutes of not having to worry about biofuel from here on out. And it looks like we still have a decent amount of wood left to process, so that's good. Okay, so more iron. Let's take a look. Okay, so there's some about 500 meters this way. Let's go take a look at what we've got. Okay, so it's down here. It looks like there's 3 nodes. Yeah, looks like 3. We've got a normal, and a normal. Okay, that's awesome. That's 180 per minute. And that's just with tier 1 miners and no overclocking. So we will use those, and we only need 1.5 of those to fulfill the rotors. Let's take care of this guy. So then we'll still have a spare 90 per minute coming in from that I can use on steel probably, or even modular frames, because I want to automate those as well as rotors. So, but I think I'll do that some other time. I'm starting to get a little drained here, so I think I'm gonna call it a stream, and we will work on all that stuff next time. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you around.